What is going on, everybody? This is Blake Wallace, Wallace Realty Group. Listen, I have been here before, okay? This is nothing new. However, I'm kind of rebranding some of the things that I've talked about here on my channel as high probability selling. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I read a book probably 18 months. Well, here's what happened. It was when the pandemic hit back in March of 2020. Um, this is when I read this book, High Probability Selling. I was sitting around, had my real estate license obviously for a long time. I've been doing cold calling, FISBOs, expires, things like that. And once the pandemic hit, there was an overall lack of prospecting happening, and the real estate market was just starting to go crazy. So what I wanted to do was find a way to reach out to more and more people and just shift my mindset from thinking about the fact that there weren't that many leads out there to shifting to a point of understanding that there's unlimited leads out there. Now, you may have heard this from other coaches and gurus like the Ricky Caruso out there and even Brandon Mulren and things like that. And these are people that I follow and look up to greatly, and just understand that I've taken a lot of the pieces from kind of the stuff that they teach and just made it my own and put it into what I call high probability selling. So high probability selling is a really kind of an old school concept, to be honest with you. It started off with like business to business type of selling, really, is what the book really kind of focused on. It's kind of like a business fable. Think about if you've ever heard of the book Go for No. It's kind of Go for No is kind of a newer version of like high probability selling. And so that's basically what I'm here on my channel now to kind of spread the word about what high probability selling would look like for real estate. So what I want to talk about today basically is just kind of give you the framework of what high probability selling for real estate would be. And basically that all starts with prospecting, prospecting. And you have to shift your mind to understand that prospecting is not, when you're calling your list, you're not actually calling leads. These aren't leads. These are just potential contacts. You have to get through the dirt of all your contacts in order to reach those high probability leads. And the more you call your list and the more you move people along into your pipeline, then the more high probability those leads become. So more videos will come as to how I manage my leads and how I move people along in the pipeline. But a couple of things that I'm going to talk about today are high probability selling does not tie you to building up a database and needing to follow up with set scheduled emails and things like that. It's not necessary. Okay. You can definitely do it, and I think it will work. It works well. But if it's something that you're not good at and you don't have a system already set up to do it and make it easy and make it something that you will consistently do, whether that be weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you set it to, um, it's not necessary. What is necessary is you being present and you making the phone calls over and over again to the same people, even those people that have told you no already, with the same script over and over again until you hear a yes or a maybe. Then you can move them down the pipeline into your pipeline and continue to follow up with calls until they want to meet with you for an appointment. Okay. So here's what prospecting looks like for high probability selling. And I'm going to do more live prospecting videos as well, so that you guys can kind of hear how it works. But basically, what we're looking for is we're looking for a definite no, or a definite yes, or a maybe. All three of those are definites. People are going to tell you maybe down the line. They're going to say, yes, I am interested. And then they're going to say no. Most often, they're going to say no. And we're going to talk about goal setting and things like that as well to keep you pushing forward so that you're always making the right amount of calls. Because the number one reason why agents and salespeople as a whole fail in their sales career is because they're not calling on enough people, period. They're just not calling on enough people. So think about the number of for sale by owners and expireds in your area. Think about all the stuff that other people are telling you to call. And what you're realizing is that there's just not enough people to call. So in order to get that number, and you have to stick to strictly cold calling, smiling and dialing, keeping your scripts brief, be gone, be polite, and then just do it over and over again. Be redundant, be boring, be repetitive over and over again. Okay. Here's what your high probability script is going to sound like. You're going to be calling up a random homeowner, okay? And I'll go through some other leads that you can use that are really good for this program. And across the bottom, you'll see that there's a discount code for absentee owners. Absentee owners is where I started this, and I supplement that information with basically circle prospecting. Okay, because absentee owners, they're a little bit more high probability to start because oftentimes there's not an emotional attachment to the property. You can talk about what they owe on the property and what they want to do with it later on down the line, and you have a higher probability of getting a listing there. But circle prospecting is also where there's gold. Okay. As you're calling through an area just of homeowners that you want to sell in a specific area around someplace that either just sold or just where your home office is or whatever it may be, that's where you can find some gold as well. And you're going to use the exact same script on everybody. Okay. And it's going to be super easy, super quick. You're going to get them on, you're going to get them off the phone. And the ones that you move forward with are going to be the people that say yes, or maybe, and those are going to be the people that are high probability leads. All right. So I want to try to keep this video short. So here's what the script is going to be. Ring, ring, ring. Hi, this is Blake Wallace from Wallace Realty Group. I was hoping to speak to the owner of 123 Main Street today. If they say yes at this point, you're going to move straight to what you're trying to do. I'm looking for properties to market for my firm, and I didn't know if you guys had thought about selling at this time. Then you wait, because at that point, somebody's going to say, yeah, we are. No, we aren't. Or they're going to say, nah, not at this time. We're thinking about in a year or so, a few months. Give me a call back. Okay. Your response to a yes is simple. You're not going to start selling. People start selling once they hear yes. Do not start to sell. Okay. Your next step when somebody tells you yes is to say, great. Would you like to set up a time to see if my services are something that you want? You're going for the appointment. Okay. Now, whether that appointment is Zoom, conference call, at their kitchen table, whatever, you can determine that as you guys open up a more of a discussion around that appointment. If they say no, guess what you're going to do? Disqualify them temporarily. Hang up, move on to the next. Okay? Disqualify them temporarily. And what you're going to see is in future videos, you're going to see how I organize my people that say no. Because when somebody tells you no, you understand that you've called the correct number, you're talking to the right person. They're just not interested in selling at that time. So you can move them over to a separate list out of your main list, and that list in and of itself will become a more high probability list as you call through that twice a year is what I'm going to say, was what I would suggest, twice a year. So listen, practice this script, pick up the phone and start dialing. You can use that link that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen to get a discount on absentee leads in your area using the share group. They're an amazing company that gives you good information. The link is in the description. Definitely use that link to get your leads and then supplement that with some circle prospecting. Now, I'm also going to put the tools that I use in order to make these phone calls down in the description below as well. And then in future videos, I'll show you step by step on how to use those exact tools in order to make it so that every day that you wake up, you have thousands of phone numbers to call. You will never lack for leads or contacts. And you can use that script that I just shared with you in order to build your business from zero to whatever you want it to be. Okay? From zero to wherever you want it to be. That's what you can do using this program, using this high probability selling practice on a daily basis. You will see a huge boost in your business over time because you're going to be making more contacts. All right. Once again, Blake Wallace, Wallace Realty Group. Thank you so much for watching. Please be on the lookout for more videos coming as I break down step by step from your mindset to what you need to be doing on a daily basis, your schedule, and how to use the tools and everything as well. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, share it to somebody. Very, very simple stuff here, guys. I'm not going to do too many very, very long videos, but this is the first one explaining where I got this from and why I believe in it so much. And I hope that you can believe in it too.